Voila! Kinalito, aka Mahali Selepe, the girl that calls for country's home. And I am with my Litzipulo, my number one, my first and only son, Rio Tinto, Raro, Rarazation. Galebuha, Rea. How are you, Rea? I hope this is not too noisy. We have the aircon on because it's hot. It's cold. Yeah. So I thought we're picking up Hali, and I thought let me take this time to just talk to him on camera. He's not feeling too well, so I thought no, we'll do it another time. But I thought since we are here, let's just do this. I think I need to push my seat back. Okay, so Rea I just want us to talk about his experiences. He has just finished his year 12 exams. How do you feel, Rea?
I guess good.
Good.
Yeah.
You guess?
Yeah, because there's also
because you don't know the results.
Yeah.
What are you hoping for?
I don't know.
Are you just hoping for a pass or?
No, well, better than a pass. But like, I don't know what range that would be in.
Yeah, but we're hoping for the best. Pray and work hard. Do you feel like you were well prepared? Or do you feel like you could have done more when you were writing?
Well, I always feel like I could have done more, but like this time, like I just really felt it because it was like the last assessment, except one. So I don't know if that meant I did less, but I felt it more. I didn't do less though. That's why it's strange that I came out feeling like every time I came out feeling like I should.
Is it?
Yeah. So I don't know.
I guess it's a normal feeling. But oh man, I didn't know. Every time he'd say it was good, it was okay. Okay, but you felt I should have done more. Well, we hope we'll still get a favorable, results. Was it? How did you feel preparing though? Did you feel a bit exhausted like that straight after, because you had your mock exams and then it was preparing for ATAR? Like, did it feel like this year you spent just studying? Did you feel a bit of some fatigue?
No, because people always say that, but I didn't feel it. But I only feel it now, and then I have nothing to do. And I was like, I was just constant.
Okay, good.
There's also something to do.
Okay.
Now there's nothing in the back of my mind.
Okay. Like it's done.
Yeah. I mean, there is business.
Okay.
There's other stuff I have to do in life.
Yeah.
Not study.
What are you planning to do now that you're done?
Get a job, but not that's something like that. Oh, now you finished school, yeah. Like
You have to
that's the thing. Because you can do it before, you can do it at any time.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
that you haven't done it yet.
Yeah, and that was like my main excuse. Like before it was like, I'll get one, and then like it got too late, and it was like, at this point let me just focus, and then I'll get a job. So now the focus is done.
Now the focusing is done.
Yeah.
You need to get a job.
Yeah. There's no excuses for myself.
It's so most of my viewers are in South Africa. So here all kids get jobs from 15. Is it from 15?
Oh, it's not like all kids, but like
not all kids, but
kids.
Yeah, so it's a thing, because even in the UK,
I think it's not 15 and 9 months
to get a job. Yeah, here in Australia, I find.
Oh, is it 14 and 9 months? I think it's 14 and 9 months. I think you can work from 15 or 14.
From 14, like checkout assistants, like at the checkout at Macca's, McDonald's, KFC. Like it's just young people. You know, it's a thing in this country because even in the UK, it's not this big. It's there, but
people will usually work when they're like in college.
Yeah.
And they're like finished year 11.
Yeah.
So they'll be like 17.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, but it's
at uni, that's when people start
it's
to
a bigger
work.
stage of their life.
Yeah.
Because they're like out of school
And now they start working. But yeah, here it's a thing. Like everybody's working. Like, but of course, like he says, not everybody. But what I mean is, you just expect it. It's a thing. Yeah. You don't work because you need to.
Money.
Yeah. It's just, I guess, to make kids get used to the culture of independence and, you know, money, make your own money, be able to spend it, whatever responsibility. Yeah, it's just a thing. So Rea is only starting now. Today we were job hunting and stuff. Got his bank account, and yeah, he's job hunting. Now, how do you feel? Are you feeling a bit nervous about working? No. You just want to work?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
Because I need money.
What for?
No, so that I don't have to keep asking you for money.
Yeah, guys, we've never had a culture of giving kids pocket money. Because I wasn't brought up like that. My husband wasn't brought up like that. So it's just a thing we're not used to. It's something that we've always planned to do, but we never really did, you know. So we are open to them asking us for money anytime and every time and always. But Rea, I don't know why he feels self-conscious about asking us for money.
Because it's not my money.
Oh my goodness. Me, my mom's money is mine. My dad's money is mine. Even now, at 39, it's mine.
It's not my money.
Okay. So it's good, I guess, for us. But it's not good at the same time because I feel like, why can't he ask?
No, it's because, especially because I'm going to be like an adult in like, I don't know, 5 months or however long. So like,
there's no such thing in African culture. There's no,
there
18
isn't,
doesn't
but
make an
here
adult.
there is. Here I'm independent. So if I'm independent by the government, but I'm still financially dependent on you, then you know, like it's fine. Like it's to be an 18-year-old live with the parents. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with like relying on your parents when you're 18 because you're still their child. You're still a child. You know, you shouldn't be expected to be an adult. But I just feel like I personally need to be like doing something to get my own money. You know, I need to like because if we did pocket money, then the pocket money would be mine. You know what I mean? The money would be mine, but the money's never mine.
But you are refusing it now. You are refusing it
I'm
though.
not refusing
I'm
it.
trying now to do pocket money.
I take the money.
No, but remember I was trying to give you more and you didn't want it. You didn't want me to give you more.
Oh, yeah. It's because I still acknowledge that it's yours. I didn't earn it. You know what I mean?
Because now it feels like you say, oh, I don't need your money. I'll make my own money.
No, it means I know it's your money. I should make my own.
But I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, yes. But I know.
I want you to have it.
You need the money. You know what I mean? Like.
Who says the why would you say I need the money? I'm giving it to you because I've budgeted it for you.
Oh, I'm sure, but like, it's yours. So like, at some point, something's gonna come up where you're like, oh, I need money. Oh, I gave it to him.
No, that never
or something.
Never. I've never thought that way.
It could.
I've never thought that way.
It could. I know you didn't think that way, but it could have.
No.
And then.
No, it's only, you know, when I thought
I'd give you the money anyway, so it's like
the only times I know I've borrowed money from you or your sister because I never have cash. I you know.
Oh yeah.
So I'll withdraw.
No, I'm not saying you just take our money. I'm not saying.
I'm just saying that whenever I would like a case where I would think that I gave it to Rea, it would be only because I'm in church. I'm like, offer it. I gave it to Rea.
Yeah.
Or I'm somewhere I need cash.
Yeah.
You know. But though these days I actually budget for it. So when I give it to you, it's because it was yours. It's not because it was mine. And I was like, let me give it to Rea.
No.
But anyway, I hear you. Like... I get you. Fair enough. Okay, so how would you? Because this is a year that I know it was such a huge thing for me growing up. I think back home it's a huge thing. It's called matric at home, as you know. It's such a huge thing. Like that's what you work towards when you go into high school and stuff. So what advice would you give year 11s about ATAR?
Specifically here?
Yeah, specifically here, because that's what you know. But maybe you can try to generalize it. I mean, there's things that will be relevant to anyone anyway,
Yeah. Well, I think I'd say like specifically if you're like wanting to get like if you really want to get direct like straight into what you want to get into, and it's like it's a high achieving course. Work like no, I'm not saying that's not like I was saying go get a job. I mean like work to get your marks. Just keep working. Every time you're like I mean I got 80 in this last one, maybe I can just get 65 in this next one. Nah, don't. Just keep getting the highest one you can, because then at the end you'll be like, I did it. I really just did the best I could, which is like that you didn't waste a single. Yeah. There's no regret. Yeah. You didn't waste anything. Yeah. But having said that, if you want to get into a course that's 70 ATAR to get into, and you feel that ATAR courses are too challenging, and this is only if you feel they're too challenging, because if not, then push yourself. Like like if you know that your intellect level is ATAR level, be doing ATAR at least, so you can say I did it.
Can you explain quickly what ATAR is for people who don't know?
So there's ATAR and there's general. ATAR is the courses you do they do exams, and then so those courses they're higher level because they have exams attached to them. So when you do those courses, your exam scores, the average of those, or the average of your top 4 exams, and the courses in general that you got the top 4 marks in, they will be calculated and then compared to everyone else in the state, and then in the country actually, and then compared to where you are with everyone else in the country. That's the number you get, and there's a certain number required for universities if you're coming straight out of high school, for you to get into that course. Yeah,
so different unis have required different ATAR scores.
Yeah, different numbers.
So that's what ATAR is. Okay, yeah, back to what you were saying.
But so if your uni score requires a 70, which is the lowest a university can ever require for an ATAR, and you as a person know I'm probably gonna fail ATAR. In the hard work I do, I'll probably fail, because that's just not where I'm at in my learning. Then just don't do
ATAR.
Don't do ATAR. It's not worth it. There's other pathways. There's so many other ways to get into university. It's just too much stress on your mind. Don't do it.
Okay. So what are other pathways? Anyway, year 11s would know. Yeah,
they'd know, but maybe they wouldn't, because
so just
schools explain this to us, but they don't really. And I think it's important for like people to know who aren't year 11, who are like year 9, year 8, because they don't tell you how the system works at all. Like I moved to this country and had no idea, and then no one said anything. No one explained.
Everybody just expects
you to know that there's ATAR. It's there.
Yeah.
What is it though? They don't tell you.
Yeah. Okay, so can you make an example of an alternative pathway to?
So let's say I want to get into
whatever.
I don't know. I don't know what thing is for nursing. Let's say I want to get into nursing, and let's say nursing is 70 for some reason. I don't know what the requirement is, but let's say that's 70, and 70 doesn't mean a percentage. It just means your ATAR number. So you should be averaging about 55, 60 to get a 70 ATAR. But then let's say I can't do this. I know I can't do this. There's something called Uni Ready, so I can just do general courses. Let's say I wanted to do human biology, English, history, and something else, but I know I can't do that in ATAR. I just do it in general, do the easier ones, get the best I can in that, and then at the same time there's something called Uni Ready that you can just do that, and then as soon as you get to the university, you're in. It's like a bridging course you do whilst you're in high school. So instead of graduating and then doing a bridging course for a semester and then starting university, you just do the bridging course while you're in school.
I see.
And then you're doing the equivalent of an ATAR in terms of getting in. You and someone who works a lot hard to get to understand the higher course is getting the exact same place.
Okay.
So you can just do that. like for instance, for that specific example, there's
Yeah.
other courses where you can't.
Yeah.
But for that, for like, so I know nursing you can do that because I have a friend who's gone into nursing for that, using that pathway. So like instead of you know doing the exams, if you know that's not your like where your brain's at.
Yeah.
If your brain's there, then work for it.
Yeah.
But like, if not, then,
so uni ready, is it easier? And yet it's a bridging course into uni.
Well, because the courses are easier, but then the bridging course is whatever you do if you just did those easier courses anyway. I'm pretty sure, or it's some sort of thing. I didn't do uni ready, so I don't know.
So you'd be able to okay.
But you just do it along with school, and you just keep up with the dates. And as long as you keep up with the dates, then you get there. You get to uni ready. And then
I need to talk to someone who's done uni ready, and then you hear exactly what it is.
There's a bridging course, which if you want to spend a bit more time like not going into your course yet and having a semester, you do the general courses, the easier ones, and then you just get out of school and then do a bridging course. And then as long as you're fine with that, as long as you're fine with starting university a semester later and then getting into the workforce a semester later, then people go straight in, then you just do that, and then you can work at the same time as you do your bridging course at uni, which is like, I mean, it's still uni.
Yeah, it's still uni.
But it's like, it's not as intensive, like, it's not as demanding.
Yeah, and then is there a uni entry via TAFE, or TAFE would be if you're doing something else completely
I think
different?
you can get certificates at TAFE, but TAFE doesn't get you into uni.
So TAFE is, what does TAFE stand for? Anyway, so it's colleges that do like it's NVQs in UK. What are they in South Africa? They're probably still NVQs as well. I don't know. It's like courses that are like anyway, TAFE though has mostly hands-on things. Like if you wanna be an electrician, a plumber, and things like that. But they do have other things. Like you can do childcare. But I know they do have diplomas as well that you could go through. All right, okay. So you'd say work hard. And what do you do if you don't understand things? But you do have the brain for it, but you're a bit slow in understanding.
You just make sure you clarify with the teacher every time, because most of the time they want to hear your questions. You know what I mean? Yeah. They want to know.
There to help.
Don't think that you're dumb because if you ask questions. There's so many times I'm not the type to ask questions because I was feeling like that a little bit, but not really. I didn't think people would think I'm dumb, but I was just like, I don't ask the question. I just figure it out myself. That's like my sort of way to go around things. but then there's someone who will ask the exact same question, and people will be like, some people maybe will be like, wow, how could they ask that question? But I'm thinking that question. Everyone's thinking that question.
Yeah,
and then they get the higher mark. They get the higher mark. The people who ask, they get the higher mark. The person who's asking the dumb questions, everyone's like, they must be dumb because they always ask dumb questions.
Yeah.
They get the higher marks than you. So why
not asking? Exactly.
Just ask.
Because I have that weakness as well of asking.
Because it doesn't matter if people are like, they're the dumb one, which sometimes can happen, because you still get a higher mark. You understand what they're like. So what's this?
Yeah.
But you're the one now understanding it.
Don't be trying to look clever or to be. Just ask. If you don't get it.
So wherever you can, just ask. Ask. Ask.
I mean, sometimes the teachers are. I don't know about you guys, but our African teachers sometimes they'll be making you feel dumb for asking.
Yeah, no. These teachers here.
But
no, except sometimes. But when they do that, it's usually immigrant teachers.
Okay.
But they don't make you feel dumb. They're just like, so this is easy. So you do this, and then they explain it really quickly to like the degree where only a person who already understood the concept would understand. And you're like, I still don't understand. So, but ask someone.
Yeah.
If
even that
your
teacher
doesn't,
that thinks it's easy.
Yeah.
Tell them I actually do not get the whole.
But even if that teacher can't do it for you, ask your friend that understands. If you've got a friend, they're a smart one. They understand the concept and can just explain it to you bit by bit. Just ask them, ask someone, because otherwise you're lost.
Friend those ones that are always getting high marks, and ask. Don't be afraid to ask. You'll never understand the concept. Then you think, I'll learn it later. Exams, you still don't know what's going on. You still don't know what's going on. The whole year you didn't know what's going on. What happened then? You know what I mean? Okay, so what was your approach? What was your routine rather when you were writing?
My routine. Like how I went. What you talking about, the exams itself?
The exams itself. Well, from home. Like how would you prepare on the day? What did you do? How would you do? Or rather, when you're about to study and things like that. Like how did you?
No, I just study. I get into the I just get into the atmosphere that I know has been the most effective the whole year. Like when I think about the different ways I studied throughout the year, or the different ways I studied throughout whenever, the most effective one, do that. Then I just go over the stuff. I review the review from my mocks. I'll look at that and I'll say which parts I was weak in. I'll go over those. Then I'll go over everything else. And then you go back to like the stuff that you sort of don't get this time.
Okay.
And then you just do that with every subject. And then but like make sure you have a schedule of like not just like what you're gonna study when, but like what in the subject you're gonna study. So like it can't just be like human bio, but you have to be this is human bio, and when I'm gonna cover this in human bio, when I'm gonna cover this in human bio, when I'm gonna cover this. Okay, then when I'm gonna do practice exams, and because otherwise you'll find yourself being like I ran out of time, and then you're like I thought I had this, I had enough time, I gave myself enough time. But sometimes you don't realize that like it takes longer for you to study than you think it does. So then you just plan out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. I'll go over them, I'll do a practice thing. Find out where you're weak. I'll go over them, do a practice thing. Go over and do them a practice thing. I think that's a good way to go about it. It's not exactly the way I did, but I think like looking at other people, it's the most effective way to go about it. Otherwise you're just lost.
Okay, and then on the day, what did you do then? On the day of the exams, or the
on
day
the
before,
day,
or something? Did you have some routine?
You just get good sleep. I always study the morning of, but that's like I do that for everything. Every like test I've ever done in high school, I've studied the morning of. Like not
for the first time.
Yeah, not for the first time. But I've done it.
You know the
it's
person
fresh in my brain.
Okay.
But that's not the same way for everyone.
Yeah, because some people just want to put the books away the night before. Don't even touch them.
Just make sure it's solid in the brain whenever the last time it is you study. And then
I guess it's important to find your own, like what works for you, innit?
And then you just go in there and like you just stop stressing. Like even when you look at the paper during reading time, you're like, oh no, I didn't read this. But why are you stressing? Because then it's gonna make you slow on the exam. At that point, you're like, I'm here. There's nothing I can do. Let me just do what I can. Because otherwise, you're lost. Like you just have to once you're in the exam, once you're in there, like it's important to stop stressing, because you'll spend an entire exam stressing and then realize I didn't finish because I was just stressing the whole time. So you just got to be like, okay, let's just go to the easy ones. But in reading time, okay, I can actually do this, I can actually do this, and then just go straight to them.
Okay, start with the ones you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you get the maximum amount of marks you can.
Okay. Yeah, at least
like,
you answer
possible.
those. You answer those thoroughly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know him?
No, I was having Hal.
Oh, Hal is there. All right. Okay, now he's distracted. I think we're just gonna end here.
No.
Okay, I think.
Hey, shush, man.
We're in a thing. Hey.
Oh, are you guys making a YouTube video?
Yeah.
I tell him mine's not hot. No, wait. It's not believable. There we go.
I hope it doesn't fall now that I'm driving fast.
I tell him mine's not hot.
Okay, so what advice would you give to your sister for someone who's in year? What year are you in, Hale? Hale, say hello to the people.
Hi, everyone.
Hale, why have you got your blanket on?
Because I'm cold.
Okay, so what advice would you give to Hale in year 8 as she goes to year 9 next year?
One is form good my days. Yes.
Nice.
One is form good study habits now, because like as in like when you study, like just get in that mind state, get in the study, and then just separate study and other stuff, because you'll be like, oh, I'll do it later, I'll do it in year 11, and you'll get there and you won't do it.
You'll be having those habits.
You'll have the same habits, and it'll just be hard to break. So you just gotta break it now, or like work towards breaking it now. And then another one is, if at any time, like even if like one moment you're like curious and you're like, how does year 12 work? How does year 11 work? If you don't know and you're curious at any time, you just ask a teacher, ask anyone, because otherwise you'll get there and you'll be confused still. You'll be like, what am I preparing for right now? You won't even know why there's a reason for you to be preparing. So it's good, yeah. Like if at any point you're curious about how year 10, year 11 or year 12 work, you just ask,
yeah, so that when you get there, you're
if you know someone who did it, ask. If you don't know someone who did it, ask the teachers, because it's just assumed prior knowledge for some silly reason, because no people don't understand it. People don't know what they're getting into. It's not like everyone's parents did it. No one's parents did ATAR, because ATAR didn't exist. It was TEE, it was a different system. So it's like it's good to ask. That's the other thing. So it doesn't matter what country and like what exams you do. Like ask how the exams work. Like and get the like ask why there's a reason to do it, and get the good study habits. That's the two things. It's more easier in like America and stuff, because they spend their whole high school working towards the thing. So they know exactly what they're getting into. They don't spend only 2 years. Us, we spend 2 years, and no one tells us about the 2 years before the 2 years. So how are you meant to know? They only tell you as you start it. They're like, okay, so this is what you're going to get into next year.
Then there's a long meeting with parents and everything.
So now pick your subjects. What do you mean pick my subjects? Like, are you just forcing this on a 15-year-old no prior knowledge? So that's why it's like, yeah. You have to ask, because no one's going to inform you. You just have to ask. Maybe that'll change, or maybe some schools are good, but most schools don't tell you that, because it's just assumed prior knowledge. Yeah.
It's not good. All right. So, any parting words? Thank you so much, Rea, for your time, and thank you, Hale, for your time. So, yeah. So, is that all? Was there anything else?
No. Just get good. No, I'm joking. Yeah. That's it. Just grind. And whatever you're doing, just do it the best. Basically, don't like just because you can. Don't like just be half-hearted about it.
Okay. And where would you say you get your strength from to be able to do your best and to? I mean, I don't know. Firstly, do you feel like you do your best?
No. I'll say this. I think I've gotten the best score I could have gotten in every single thing I've gotten, but because every time I pray first, like whatever test I go into, whatever like assessment, I just pray, oh God, please help me to get the best I can get. So there's no way I could have gotten the worst I could get.
Okay.
Like in that point in time, it's a point in time where all my studies done, the best I can do, and I say, okay, at this point, just help me to get all the knowledge that's in there that I can just so I can just retain. So because you like, I mean, if that's something you believe, like, you gotta pray, you gotta like ask God, because it's not like you're gonna say, no, not today, you didn't study. So but then obviously it's not like you got 100%. You can't expect God to put something. I mean, you can expect
it has to be
but
there.
If it's not there, He's not just gonna magically put it there. You just don't know it. Your brain doesn't know it. You know what I mean? At that point, it's not really gonna happen. It can happen, but it'll always be you remembering something you heard. Remember something it's not just gonna be, oh, this concept, this magic, this wide concept that's so complex. Oh, I suddenly get it. I didn't even know it was a thing until this exam. No. But having said that, if you ask, there'll be things that you're like, oh, I remember this sir saying that in one session. How did I remember that? It's because of God.
Wow. No, I think this is a perfect way of ending this. Thank you guys. Thank you to you for watching, for joining us. And yeah, send Rea some love on the comment section as we wait for the results. When do the results come out? Is it January? Or is that when you get
that's way too late. That's uni acceptance.
That's when you can know. Okay.
I have no idea. They don't tell us.
We're gonna Google it.
I'm sure there's some significant solidified date on when we get it. No one tells us anything. They don't tell you how ATAR works. They only tell you when you're in there. So they're not gonna tell you about when you get.
I guess everybody's expected to do their own research then.
Yeah, not a good way to go about the system. But obviously I need to ask my friends because they know what's happening.
They understand.
So I ask them when the results are coming. I don't even know what format they're coming. You know what I mean? But
even I don't know. We shall go to Google.
Yeah.
And find out. There was meetings and stuff about how uni entries and stuff. All those
meetings don't explain.
But yeah, the meetings like student parent meeting. But we never told how when the results come back and all those things. Unless we all missed it. But yeah, it will be there somewhere. Mr. Google will have it. So thank you guys. Love you. But remember, be studying, work hard. Year 11s, it's your year next year to shine. So yeah, take what Rea said and be your best self. Work hard. So we're just praying and waiting anxiously. No, we're not going to be anxious. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything pray. Everything with supplication and thanksgiving. Make all your requests be known to God. Philippians 4 verse 11. So we are waiting excitedly for the results because we did pray, we did give it all to God, and yeah, we shall be back. We need to come back and tell them how you did. So thank you guys, love you, but remember that
God loves you even more, and that is true.
Ciao ciao.
You didn't even wait.
Hella, you've watched everything. Thank you so much for watching everything. Now don't forget to subscribe and go back to my other videos and scroll and watch everything. There's very good things in here, very good interesting things. You are number one. Now thank you and take care of yourself.